Hey, I already know I said this before, but I just want to say thanks for the chat and for giving your contact details as well. I don't know if you believe me or not, but I was very serious when I said that I would love to talk with you again. I am studying French after all.
Don't worry. I'm in an especially nice mood today, so I figured I would give you a chance. Don't think I would do that all the time, though. I'm not as easy as any other girls you've been talking to.
Hey, come on, what are you talking about? Who said anything about me talking to other girls?
I know a little sweet talker when I see one. You don't think I noticed you talking to a couple of the other girls in that museum?
Look, I've got no idea what you're talking about. I think you might be confusing me with someone else. Like I told you, I was there with my friends. We were busy having a very good time together. You just happened to catch the corner of my eye, and I just had to approach you somehow.
Oh, really? 'Cause I could have sworn that there were eyes on me like a dog watching a bone swinging on a string. Whoever that was couldn't get their eyes off me. It was quite unnerving, if I'm being honest.
Well, you know for sure that's not me, right? I'm not the type of person to just sit back and glare at people. If I see someone I like, I'm gonna at least make some sort of attempt to talk to them.
I see. And how many times does this happen a day for you? Is this one of your favorite spots? Paying a $10 fee to get into the museum and trying to pick up some foreign girl?
Hey, well, I do come here quite often, but don't get me wrong, I enjoy coming here. If I was able to meet someone as pretty and special as you, then that's just an extra bonus in my mind.
Something tells me that you do this a lot more often than you're making it out right now. It was almost too easy for you to talk to me. It's almost like you've had a lot of practice.
That could be the case, who knows? Maybe I was just speaking from the heart. Oh wait, I remember this one. I was speaking from the cœur.
I think you mean the cœur.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Come on, you can stop with the act. You're not actually trying to study French, are you? Even a beginner would know the difference between the two words that we just talked about now.
Hey, come on, that's not true. I studied French in high school.
Okay, but when you met me, you said that you were studying at a university. You told me that you are a third-year student. I can only imagine two things. One is that you're an incredibly unintelligent student that is skipping the classes. Or there's the second possibility, that you don't even study French in the first place. You were just trying to use that as some sort of line to get me interested.
Wow, intelligent as well as beautiful. What else can you tell me about yourself?
I can tell you that I don't fall for guys like you that easily.
Guys like me? Handsome guys aren't your thing or something?
Little boys that think they are more funny than they actually are aren't what I go for. Especially ones that are all talk but nothing else.
Well, hey, give me a chance. Jane, you only gave me a couple of minutes of your time. There is still so much I can show you.
Well, I was giving you my full attention back at that museum, but you decided to leave me early. We only had a 5-minute conversation. If you wanted to show me who you really were, you would have stuck around a little bit longer. Instead, you went off and tried to talk to some other girls.
Hey, come on, that's not what I did. I told you I had class on.
Okay, the supposed French student had a class to go to. If you already lied to me once, why should I believe you again?
Because it's true, honestly. I mean, I may not be a French student, but I do go to university.
Oh, really? Is that so? Well, let me give you a test then. What are you studying exactly? Where is your university?
I'm going to Brown University. It's very close to that museum. Actually, I study IT there. Unlike French, I'm actually very good at it. I've been studying it for a long time, even when I was in high school. I'm at the top of my class.
Oh, really? I wonder if this is true, or if this is just something that you think I want to hear.
Well, what if I told you that it was both?
Then I might be semi-interested in who you might actually be. But let's face it, It's obvious that you're lying to me right now. If you had a class, why are you texting me?
Well, what can I say? I can't get you out of my head. Getting to know you is a little bit more exciting than learning how to run some obscure program that my lecturer is teaching right now. What about you? What am I distracting you from?
A very boring man that doesn't have much to say but continues to talk to me at the bus stop.
Wow, really? 2 times in one day? You must get this a lot. I only started talking to you a couple of minutes ago.
Well, having a conversation with me is kind of like a car park spot right at the front of the shopping mall entrance. If it's available, you're going to try and get it as soon as possible. I'm the type of girl that guys talk to the moment she's free from another guy's clutches.
Wow, and I'm guessing that's what she considered our little conversation today? Was I putting you through some sort of torture?
Despite your cheesy way of trying to talk to me and your obvious display of false confidence, I thought you were kind of cute. I can see that there's a nice guy behind that arrogant little smile of yours.
Sounds like someone can read me quite fast. Imagine what's gonna happen when we're 2 years into our relationship. We won't even need to have a proper conversation because you should be able to read my mind at that point.
Who said anything about us having a 2-year relationship?
No one did, but it's quite clear that that's the direction we're heading for.
I thought I told you at that museum that I'm a tourist. I'm only here for a couple of weeks. I don't do long-distance relationships.
Neither do I, and I also know that you're gonna be here for a lot longer than a couple of weeks. I just want to warn you that you should probably change that little line of yours. If you keep telling people that you're gonna leave in a couple of weeks, they're probably gonna get angry at you. Especially when it's so obvious that you're living in this country.
Okay. And how have I made it obvious? My French accent is pretty good, no?
Well, when you pulled out your phone to exchange contact information with me, you had your driver's license out in the open. It was on the back of your phone case. I only took a glance at it, but I was able to catch all the things that I need. It looks like you've had that license issued to you about 5 years ago. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like someone that is here to stay.
You're too perceptive for your own good. I swear you would have only had a quick glimpse of that thing. Not enough to take a look at all that information.
What can I say? I'm a guy that can do it all. Sweet talking a beautiful woman isn't my only skill. Stick along for the ride and you'll find out more.
What a funny boy. But you never know what's gonna happen. Sure, I'll admit that I've been living here for a long time now, but I'm the type of girl that gets bored very easily. I'm probably gonna head back to France. You could wake up one morning and I'm not even there. Are you sure that's the type of person that you want to have a relationship with?
Look, you don't need to be worried about that. I don't waste my time thinking about things that aren't gonna happen. Especially when I'm gonna be too mysterious and alluring for you to leave.
Where does all this confidence come from? You do get the picture, don't you? I'm trying to reject you right now. I'm just one girl. How about you go on and find someone else? Go back to that museum. I'm sure you can find plenty of pretty French girls. Those ones might actually fall for your little lines.
I have a better suggestion. How about you come out to dinner with me?
I don't date boys that I don't know.
Okay, well, how about you come out to get to know me? Either way, I don't want you to be regretting your decision later on in life. I don't want you looking back and thinking, man, I wonder what that guy was like. Maybe he was really the one for me.
I also don't want to be looking back and regretting my life. Who knows what could happen? Maybe I'll be thinking, I can't believe that I went out with that guy. He was an absolute jerk. I should have known that he was doing that type of thing to every girl that he sees.
Hey, well, look, I'm not in any rush or anything. Just take it slow with me. It doesn't have to be a race until we get to know each other. We can take our time.
Okay. Well, how about you just ask me a couple of questions instead of trying to sweet talk me this whole time?
My bad, my bad. I was just testing the waters, making sure not to tread on your toes. So, what is your story anyway? I don't get the feeling that you've lived in France your whole life.
Seems like you're very good at greeting people. You're smack bang on the money about that one. I moved to America when I was in high school. As it happens, my mother is American, which is why I can speak English at the level that I can now. My father is the one from France.
Well, that's a really interesting situation. It's kind of like us, isn't it? Except the other way around. I wonder if your father did the same thing and chatted with your mother in a museum.
From what they told me, she was the one that chatted to him. She was there on an exchange program. She wanted to taste a different culture, learn about different people, maybe challenge herself in some way. She was actually someone interesting and had layers to her. Unlike the guy snooping around the museum, wasting time.
Hey, come on, you don't know that yet. I could be a really interesting guy for all you know.
Sure you are. Unlike you, she actually studied the language. You're trying to recall whatever fragments that you remember from high school. Let me tell you now. I volunteered in a couple of high school programs to come into French class. I know what levels they're at. I have to say that the type of French that you were using with me today was really, really poor.
Well, what can I say? I guess I better just be honest about me not being that great at French. Not to say that I'm not a smart guy or anything, I just didn't apply myself in that class that much. I didn't see the utility in learning it, and I just wanted to work on my IT stuff instead. Little did I know I'd be meeting a French woman later on in my life.
I see. So that's your big dream, is it? You want to be some sort of IT specialist?
Well, yes and no. First, I want to develop enough confidence in my IT ability. After that, I want to open up my own company. I want to be managing a whole army of IT specialists.
I see. So you're a big dreamer.
That's right. I like to think about the biggest scale. What more can I do? I've been doing this type of thing for a long time now. I think I can do a lot more if I don't restrict myself to that position.
Sounds like you're a guy of ambition.
Well, what can I say? There are two things I'm chasing after right now. Opening up my own IT company is one of them, and I guess the second thing would be you. Anyway, that's enough about me. I want to know about you. What type of dreams are you chasing after?
Well, the things that I'm interested in are simpler than opening up an IT company. I have this vision in my head, and I'm not really sure how feasible it is, but it just sounds so lovely to me. I just imagine being in a house that I own. Nothing super fancy. Nothing that would bewilder anyone, but it's just mine. It's a place just for me and my family. In that place, I would be taking care of everything. Everything would be in order. The husband isn't home yet. He's working really hard. He's doing his best to make sure the kids can go to a great private school. I want them to be as fantastic as he is. I'm there cooking dinner with the windows open. I can hear everything going on outside. Faintly, but surely, I can hear the sounds of youth and laughter in the distance. It grows louder and louder until I can hear it on my front doorstep. Those would be my children coming home from school. They're bringing their friends over to do homework and to bond with each other. I can't really put a name to what my dream is, but this is what I'm chasing after.
Wow, you're just like your mother, aren't you?
What's that supposed to mean? You don't even know my mom.
Well, hey, I'm just saying this based on what I do know about her. You said that your mom has layers, right? You do as well. I mean, I wasn't expecting such a heartwarming dream behind all those pretty faces that you make.
Yeah, well, I can tell you're somewhat of a decent person. So I don't mind opening up to you.
Well, you know what, Jane? I don't know about you, but I think we can learn a lot more about each other in person. We only just met each other, but how about I take you out to dinner next week? Make some room in your schedule?
How about you take me out tonight?
Tonight? I'm not so sure about that. I have class. It's quite important.
Hey, come on. It's one class. You are sitting there telling me that you're this great IT expert or whatever, working hard at what you do. Surely you can skip one class for me. Or is something else on your mind? Something I'm not worth wasting your time with? That's fine. If that's the way it is, I guess I'll just see someone else tonight.
You really know how to play a harsh game, don't you? Fine, I'll see you tonight then. But this is gonna be my way. I want you to dress to impress.
There has never been a day where I failed to do just that. Don't worry, you're going to like what you see.
Hey, Jane. You're not gonna believe what just happened. I just cannot believe the day has come to this. Do you know that car that you always let me borrow to get to and from work?
I sure do. Please don't give me any bad news right now. I've already had the worst day at work.
Okay, oh well, look, there is no way that I can sugarcoat this one. The car has been absolutely totaled. It looks crunched up like how my old teacher would crunch up a Coca-Cola can.
You've got to be kidding me right now. How could you do that? How could you do that to my car? What are you doing out there? I should have known that you were a horrible driver.
Hey, look, don't look at me for this. It's not exactly my fault. We were stuck in traffic, and I'm not sure what the guy behind me was doing. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention. I think his head was off into space or something. I could see in my rearview mirror, he was coming at me at full speed and looking like there was no chance of him stopping. He smashed right into me and crunched up the car from the back and the front. The car in front of me got a good deal of damage as well.
No, not my car!
The tow truck is on its way, and they want to know where to tow the car. I think we should just get it straight to the mechanic so that they can get to work on it. It's gonna save us money later, instead of having it towed to the house. I know a couple of mechanics from when I was a teenager and had my own car, but I'll be honest. They weren't the best and they cost a fortune. You wouldn't happen to know any good ones, would you?
I can't believe this. It's one more headache on top of all the other headaches that we have. Okay, look. I know a guy, but I'm not sure I want to ask him.
Is he good? How cheap is he?
Look, he's the cheapest I can get. I'm pretty sure he's going to do it for free. Not only that, but he's the best of the best.
Are you kidding me? A guy that will do it for free? Who is he? Some ex-boyfriend of yours or something? Does he still have lingering feelings for you? Anyway, look, I don't care who it is. I am not covered under the insurance to drive this car. This one has to come out of your pocket, so whoever this guy is, I want him.
We can't. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? What did you just say? Why can't we? You just said that he's gonna do it for free, right? He's the best that you know. What is so bad about getting him to do it?
Look, have I ever told you what my father does?
I'm not so sure, to be honest. We've had a long conversation about what your mother is into, but I'm not really clear on what your dad does.
Okay, well, the thing is, my father is a mechanic. It was one of the easiest jobs for him to get into when he came here. He knew his way around the car, and it doesn't require a lot of speaking. Well, he's good at speaking now, but not back then. The main thing with that job is just knowing what to do.
Okay, well, this is amazing. You've actually got family that can fix cars. How could this be an issue? He'd be more than happy to help you out, right?
Yes, but what am I going to tell him? He bought that car for me. It's very special. He's not going to be happy that I lent the car off to some guy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean, just some guy? Is that how you're considering me? I thought I was the person that's been dating you for the past 2 years. Now I'm just some guy?
Oh, wait, come on. You know what I mean. Don't take it harshly or anything. It's just how we would view you. Obviously, I view you as the guy that I'm dating and someone that's super close to me. But to my dad, any boy is danger.
Okay, I'm guessing he's the protective type or something?
You could say something like that. He's a really special type of guy. I'm not sure if letting him know that I have a boyfriend is the best move to make right now.
Are you serious? I mean, how old are you now? We're in our 20s. Is he gonna sit there and babysit you for your whole life? Doesn't he want you to find someone to devote yourself to? Does he want you to develop some sort of independence? Actually be an adult? I mean, if he wants any of that, he's gonna let you free, don't you think? I don't think it's a good idea to raise a daughter and just let her be protected from any sign of danger.
Hey, look. You don't need to give me that lecture. I know it. I've been trying to tell him that type of thing my whole life. I guess it has something to do with the family structure that we have.
What do you mean, the family structure?
Well, the thing is, my mom was really good at producing boys. We got a large family of them. But the last person she gave birth to was me.
A girl born into a family comprising mostly of boys, huh? I can see the picture more clearly now.
As you can expect, my mom is already old and doesn't need taking care of. But me being the youngest and also of the opposite gender, people felt like they had more obligation to look out for me. And it's kinda my fault if I'm being honest. It's been this way my whole life. My brothers would sort out bullies at the school for me. When I was in high school, I wasn't actually able to date anyone until they left the place. Everyone was too scared to even talk to me because they knew the reputations that my brothers had.
It sounds like these guys are tough.
Oh, they were. They would harass guys for merely saying hello to me. It took a long time to convince them that a simple hello was nothing. Not only that, they respected my dad. They took pride in the type of work they do. My dad now owns his own mechanic store, and all of his sons work there helping him. They earn a very good living from it.
Okay, well, I don't know about you, but this seems like all the more reason just to get them to take care of the car. I mean, they care about you, right? They want to make sure you're doing the best that you can, and that you have the resources to do so. Why wouldn't they help you in this type of situation?
Oh my god. You just don't get it. I don't want them to find out about you. At least not yet.
What do you mean, not yet? When were you planning on them finding out? I mean, we're living together, right? We've been living together for a whole year now. What have you been telling them?
As far as they know, it's just some share house with a bunch of girls. They don't think I'm actually living with a guy. I don't know what they would do if they found out.
Are you kidding me right now? You're acting like there's some vicious killers or something. What are they gonna do? Grab one of the wrenches from their garage and just whack me over the head with it?
Look, they're really protective of me. You have to understand. I've never been in a situation like this before. I could barely just talk to a guy in high school without my brothers doing something about it. Now I'm actually living with a guy.
This day just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? I mean, I thought the car was a bad thing. Now you're telling me that your family would actually kill me? And for doing what? Something as simple as dating you? It's just ridiculous. It is just so ridiculous.
I know. You have every right to be frustrated with me.
You don't think you could have maybe told me that you had a crazy family beforehand?
What are you saying? That if you knew something like this would happen, you wouldn't date me or something?
Well, I don't know. It's pretty important, to be honest. I mean, I love you, Jane. I really do. Every day I think about the time I met you in that museum and what a good decision it was. At the time, maybe I would have refrained from living with you. I would have met these people first. Now I feel like I've trespassed on some ground that I shouldn't have.
Look, I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. So I guess we don't have a choice, do we? We're gonna have to find a different mechanic. This is not gonna be good. I mean, the people that I know would probably make it worse than actually make it better. You would probably be safer riding your little tricycle down the street than driving the car after they're done with it.
Well, look, you know what? Don't worry. We don't have a choice. I'll have to talk to my dad. I'll have to tell him everything.
Are you sure you want to do that? That is a big decision you're making there. Who knows, you might wake up to your boyfriend with his head bludgeoned in. Are you prepared for something like that to happen?
Okay, look, listen to me right now. I promise you that nothing like that's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep my dad on a short leash. I'm gonna make sure that he understands where I'm coming from. The guy that I'm dating right now is the guy I want to be with the rest of my life. He's done nothing to hurt me. He's nothing but a good guy. no matter what my dad thinks and what prejudices he might have against him.
Okay, well, let's just hope that your persuasive skills are good enough. Jane, I don't know about you, but I think I'm gonna sleep with an implement next to my bed tonight. From the way you're describing it, these people are way too protective of you. Give me the address for this mechanic and I'll get it towed there. Can you message him in advance for me?
Sure thing. Oh my god. He's gonna be so mad at me. I'm not gonna hear the end of it.
You get out here. You get out here right now. What are you doing in there? I know you live here. My daughter gave me the address to the place where she's living. You and I need to talk right now. You either open the door or I'm breaking it down. Don't you hear me out here screaming at you? Don't act like you can't hear me. I am very clear on who I am and what I am doing here. Look, with that attitude that you're giving me right now, there is no way that I'm gonna let you into this house. You're clearly out here for blood. I don't want any dramas with you. I haven't done anything wrong. Don't talk to me about doing anything wrong. My daughter has told me everything. Has she really, though? I don't think she's actually told you what's going on here. Well, she told me enough. You sneaky little viper. You thought you could have your way with my daughter, didn't you? You thought you could do whatever you want with her without my permission. I am going to make you regret that, boy. Which room are you in? Tell me the window. I am not telling you anything. You know what? Can you keep it down out there as well? If I can hear you banging on that door, it means my neighbors can hear you too. I have some decency. You're gonna wake them up. I don't care if I wake up the damn president. I am here on very important business. Anyone would understand a father's feelings towards his daughter. What exactly is the problem here? I mean, sure, I'm dating your daughter. We live together. But is it such a bad thing? Do you think I'm here hurting her or something? Do you think that I'm abusing her? I haven't done anything wrong. You are taking this way out of proportion. You're in over your head. How about you just go home and cool down? This isn't the way that I want to be meeting my father-in-law. What did you just say? You did not just call me your father-in-law. I'd rather go to hell than call you my son. How could you even say that? You don't even know who I am. I could be the nicest guy on the planet. You and I could get along really well. You find out that your daughter is dating someone and you already take this super hostile attitude? Do you have any idea how dangerous that is? What if you turn away a guy that is really good for her? That is a load of crap. There's no guy that is good for her unless I say he is. I cannot believe the nerve of that girl. I have said to her whole life, if she wants to be with a man, she has to go through me. I need to put him through the ringer first. If he can show me that he's madly in love and devoted to my daughter, then fine. I'll let them do whatever they want to do. But until that time, he's got to prove himself. What is that even supposed to mean? How about you explain to me the exact process of what would have happened for me to date your daughter? Do I really have to explain to you? What is with this young generation? They don't understand anything, do they? All they know how to do is tap away on those little phones of theirs. Okay, I'll have to explain it to you like I'm talking to some imbecile. So first, my daughter approaches me with a person that she is interested in. I'm going to hear her case of why he is a good man. From that point on, him and I are going to spend a lot of time with each other. I need to know how he works, the way he thinks, his intentions with my daughter. Okay, and how does your daughter come into play here? When do I get to see her? You get to see her when I say you get to see her. Okay, are you telling me that for this whole time I'm not allowed to see her at all? Of course not. You cannot be trusted. After I deem you to be a worthy person, then I'll let you go on some dates. I will be the one that arranges them. I'll give you the places, the times, and the clothing she gets to wear. I will be controlling everything. I'll be contacting you every hour, knowing what you two are up to. I'll make sure to get an ETA on the time that she gets home. You know what? Sometimes I'll even send a detective to watch what is going on. Are you kidding me right now? You're actually gonna send a detective to watch how our dates are going? I'm sorry, but this is just borderline insane. How is your daughter or the person that she's on a date with gonna feel comfortable about this? And why do you have the detective there anyway? I'm making sure that you know your boundaries. I don't want you to get too intimate with my daughter. I'm trying to protect her body. You're trying to protect her from what? What do you think I'm gonna do? Start feeling her up in public? I'm sorry, what was your name again? I can't exactly call you Dad, can I? My name is Elliot. Okay, Elliot. Connection and passion are important for the dating process. I mean, even you must agree with that. You come from France, right? Don't you remember having these exact same experiences? From what I hear, your wife is American. You're telling me that when you two were getting to know each other, you didn't want to touch her or to feel her? Look, what happened between me and my wife is different from how I treat my daughter. I know what men are like. I know the way you just like to use a girl for her body. I've been your age before and I remember it vividly. I know boys like to use girls. Well, I'm not going to let you use my daughter. How about you just have your fun with someone else? Leave my daughter out of it. How could you say that to me? You act as if that's my intention this whole time. Do you even realize how long we've been dating? If I wanted to have fun with your daughter, I think I would have gotten bored a long time ago. Are you seriously gonna turn away a good guy just because you've just met him? I already know that you're no good. I mean, what type of a person would date another man's daughter and say nothing about it? You have no intention of meeting the parents. To me, that sounds like a guy that is trying to hide something. He's trying to hide how despicable he is. We all know that he is up to something. Hey, the only reason why I haven't met you so far is that I have been incredibly busy. I am telling you now, the 2 years with your daughter have moved very, very fast. We both have our own dreams. She's working and I'm trying to open up my own business. This type of thing isn't easy to accomplish. Of course, meeting you has crossed my mind many times, and I've even brought it up in conversation. But your daughter has been very reluctant to talk about her family. It's not until yesterday, when the car got totaled, that I actually had a conversation about you. That's another thing that you and I need to talk about. To think that you have the audacity to destroy my daughter's car like this. Do you know that she's had that thing since she was in the high school? That was a very special gift from me to her. She was meant to take care of that thing, not give it to some hooligan that doesn't even have his license. What did you just call me? Yeah, you heard me. You're just some clown sitting behind the wheel. What a load of crap. I've been driving a car longer than your daughter. Do you actually think that the accident yesterday was because of me? Of course I do. Do you know how many cars I get coming into my shop? I can pretty much predict what type of accident happened. I'm sure my daughter has talked about my shop and the expertise of myself and my sons. Of course, she says that you guys are the best. You managed to create yourself a very successful business. I even hear that you've opened up garages in different areas for your sons to manage. You only do that type of thing if your skill is very good. Yes, well, your flattery is not going to do you any good. All I need to know is that you know how good we are. I looked at that car, and I knew for an instant. This looks like the type of damage that a drunk, good-for-nothing teenager would do. Let me ask you now, what was your name again? Harry. Did you ever grow up since you graduated from high school, Harry? How could you sit behind the wheel intoxicated? How many times have you done this? Have you ever done it with my daughter in the same car as you? I'm sorry, but this is just way too amazing for me to believe. Are you all there, Elliot? I mean, do you actually think that I was drunk driving just because you looked at the car and it looked a certain way? That has got to be the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. The car was crushed from behind and the front. What could you possibly read from that? You can't tell if I was drunk driving or not. You don't know that. You may as well call me the car whisperer. I can just understand these things. It's not only that, I watch from the way you talk and try and defend yourself. I can tell that you're some dirtbag that would drink with my daughter in the car. You don't care for her safety. You do not care what happens to you two. Hey, Elliot, you better calm down. Because if you keep trying to push me past my limit, I might actually come out there and do something about it. Well, how about you come out here and do it then? Do you think I'm backing away from a fight? I bet I could take you. I know what you young men are like these days. You're as soft as a brioche. I'm sorry, a what now? A brioche. Anyway, look, I'm not here for a fight. I don't want the first encounter that we have to be aggressive. I never pictured the day that we meet that it would be a circumstance like this. Believe it or not, I want to get along with you. All I'm asking is that you give me the appropriate respect. I haven't said anything to disrespect you, and I don't want you to say anything to me. You don't get the right to tell me about that. You've already disrespected me. You've been seeing my daughter behind my back. I mean, just how dare you? How dare you do something like that? I get it, you're angry. Maybe you're right. I should have talked to you before I met your daughter and did this. You can't blame me for this, though. She didn't tell me anything about your customs. I didn't know that you wanted to meet the son first. I don't want to put the blame on your daughter, but she didn't tell me anything. If I was aware, I would have made it my first priority to see you. But you know what? Things are the way they are now. Your daughter and I have dated for 2 years. It's been a healthy and stable relationship without your supervision. All this crazy talk about you monitoring the date and controlling when she gets home is not necessary anymore. Is that what you really think? You think I'm just going to let you have your way with my daughter? Hey, look, I'm sorry, but she's already made her decision. She didn't need your judgment. She knows that I'm a good person. In fact, we've been thinking about getting married. We've had this discussion many times. That's why I called you father-in-law before. Ugh, you have got to be joking. So you went off and made this decision without consulting me? Never in my life did I think that my daughter would date someone this disrespectful. Well, it is what it is. I'm the one that she's chosen. You can do 2 things. You can sit out there and hate me forever and do whatever you can to try and get to me. Or you can just accept that I'm the one your daughter wants to be with, and you and I can start to get along with each other. I know you want to fight. I'm not going to give it to you. I am just going to call the police and have you escorted away from here. I might even get a restraining order if I need to. Is that the path that you want to go down? If it means I retain my dignity, why not? You have disgraced my daughter. I have no idea what you and her have been getting up to in this house. Who knows what could have happened in the past 2 years? Maybe you've even gotten to second base. How am I supposed to know? Okay, well, let's not dive into that territory. If I tell you honestly what's happened these past 2 years, you're not going to be very happy about it. What? What the hell have you done? That's it. I'm getting my tools and I'm getting this door wide open. My daughter is going to have a lot to clean up after I'm done with you. Just settle down, Elliot. You need to stop getting so emotional about this. Here's what I'm thinking. As much as you want to be the tough guy and try to bash me up, I don't think you actually want to go to prison. It's not healthy for us to have this type of relationship with each other. So that only leaves us with one other option. We're gonna have to do our best to get along. This is just ridiculous. You are my enemy. Why the hell should I get along with you? Well, if you love your daughter, that's the best thing for her. Do you think she wants her family having bad relationships with her boyfriend? That's the worst thing that could happen to her. So what I think you should do is go home now and cool off. Go eat a baguette or something. What? You think just because I'm French that all I eat is baguettes? You salope. Insult me in French as much as you want, it doesn't faze me. Enjoy your morning, calm down, and then message me again. We are going to arrange a date for us to meet and get to know each other. Who are you to tell me what to do? Do you think I have to listen to what you say? If you have any intention of making your daughter happy, you will. Now, there's one thing I'm going to thank you for, and that's waking me up this morning. You've made for a very good alarm clock. Sometimes I sleep in and I have to rush to get to work, but I don't have to do that today. Now, I want to hear you get into that car and drive off. let's do what we have to do today and then arrange for a time and place to meet. Don't think I am happy about this arrangement. We will arrange for a time and place, but what I do there is not up to me. I don't know how I'm going to feel the moment I see the man that has been using my daughter up until this point. Well, if that's the attitude you're gonna have, I'm afraid your daughter's never gonna find anyone. She's gonna grow up old and alone. One day you're gonna pass away and she's gonna have no one there to protect her. Anyway, with all that aside, it was very nice to meet you, Elliot. Have a good day.
Hey, Harry! What's taking you so long? You were meant to be here 1 hour ago. You were going on about trying to give my dad a good impression, and I'm telling you right now, this isn't doing a good job of it.
I know, I'm late, but look, it's not my fault. I'm not used to this type of thing. I've never had to do this before.
You've never had to do what? Meet a parent before? Honestly, you're thinking too much about this. It's not as scary as you think. I know my dad talks the way he does, but he just wants you to be on time. Can't you do that for me? Please? Why can't you get here?
Because I'm still trying to bake the bread, aren't I?
What did you say? You're trying to bake bread? Since when have you been making bread?
Well, since last week, I guess. Your dad is French, right? I'm pretty sure he would appreciate a nice loaf of bread or something.
Oh no. You did not just say that. Look, that is the worst way to try and get on my dad's good side. I mean, he's French, but his standards for bread are quite high. If you give him something that's crap, he's probably going to look down on you even more for it.
You're kidding me right now. You're telling me that he wouldn't even appreciate the fact that I'm trying to do something for him? I am thinking about him. I thought that this would be a good gesture of me wanting to get along with him.
You've totally read him wrong, Harry. He's not that type of guy at all. He's only going to get more infuriated. God, I'm just on pins and needles. Who knows what's going to happen today?
You're telling me, after the way he talked to me the other day, do you think I'm excited to go see him?
Well, he's my dad at the end of the day. I wish you could show some level of enthusiasm.
Jane, this is the man that came to our house and tried to kill me. This is the man that finally left our home, but left a turd on our front doorstep. How am I meant to be enthusiastic about that?
Oh, come on. We already had this conversation. That could have been anyone. It was probably some dog walking by that decided to do his business there.
It was smack bang right in front of our door. Don't try and tell me that it wasn't your dad. It's just way too obvious.
Well, regardless, you might get along. Just persist through this. Give each other a chance. Get excited to be a part of my family.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Couldn't think of an even better day. Maybe he's gonna come beat me up with the tools that he brought from the garage. You know what? I don't know how you expect today to go. With the way that he talked to me the other day, I'm not sure what I can do to impress him. Like, let's face it, if he's gonna get angry at me, even if I go out of my way to make bread for him, then what else can I do?
Well, I guess authenticity is the thing that counts the most. Just be yourself. If you weren't yourself, I wouldn't have got along with you that day. And I'm pretty sure my dad's gonna be the exact same.
But you just don't understand the situation, do you? Jane, he's already predisposed to hate me. It doesn't matter how much of an amazing dude I am. He still thinks I'm a piece of crap that's been hiding behind his back.
Well, you know, you could have stepped forth and said you wanted to meet my dad. That would have gone a long way, you know?
Are you kidding me right now? How about you tell me that your dad was very sensitive about this type of thing? I would have gone out of my way to meet him way earlier if I had just known. But you know what? All that doesn't matter. I guess it is what it is. We're just gonna have to accept what's gonna happen today. I'll be on my best behavior if you do your best to keep him in line. If he starts insulting me, I don't know what I'm gonna do about it.
This is just making me so nervous. I hope things are going to go well. He's sitting here really annoyed about the fact that you're late. Hey, can I ask you something, Harry?
Sure, anything to make me feel better about having to do this today.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to know is if you've been studying French ever since you've been dating me.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Wasn't that the whole reason you started talking to me in the first place? You started to get to know me and you found out where I was from. Then you started speaking French.
Okay, but I thought we already talked about this. The only reason why I did that was that I thought it would get me closer to you. I was using the French that I could barely remember from high school. You also said that I did a horrible job at it as well.
Okay, but you didn't think that would be a good idea to start learning French ever since you dated me? I mean, if you actually cared about me, you would try and speak with me in my native tongue, wouldn't you?
I mean, sure, but let's face it, you're already so good at English, Jane. Why would I have to go out of my way to do that?
Well, you know, it's just the extra effort that counts. It would be cool if you could learn even just a little bit every day.
This is strange. I don't know why you're bringing this up right now. This has something to do with your dad, right? You want me to speak French with him or something? Maybe we'll get along better that way?
Okay, look. I don't want you to get mad or anything, but my dad has done a full-on investigation into your past.
He's done what now?
Yeah. Look, he's really emotional about everything. He doesn't know whether to trust you or not. He wants to know every single thing about you. If I have to venture out on a guess, he's probably going to test you today. See how much you lie about things.
What are you talking about? You're telling me that he knows the truth about me or something?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You haven't contacted your mom recently, have you?
No, I haven't. I keep telling her that I'm busy. I don't have time to see her messages.
Okay. Well, that's probably a good thing then, because he managed to get in contact with her.
What did you just say? This guy is actually talking to my mom now? Oh, hell no. I'm not gonna put up with that. He better not have said anything against my mom, or I'm absolutely gonna lose it.
Hey, look, it's fine. He didn't do anything like that. He just wanted to know some things about you.
Like what? What is there to know about me? I'm going to meet him today. If he wanted to know me so badly, he could have just asked me. He doesn't have to do all of this sneaky stuff behind my back. I mean, who does he think I am? He treats me like I'm some villainous creature that's out here to harm you or something. I swear, if this stuff keeps up after today, I don't know how long I can deal with him.
Please don't say that, Harry. You know how much I love you, don't you? I'd date if we had to break up over something like this.
Well, I'm sorry, Jane, but you're kind of to blame for this as well. You should be the one that put your father in check this whole time. You're an adult now. The way I see it, you just keep bending to his will over and over. It reinforces the fact that he thinks that you should be taken care of. This is partially your fault.
Look, I accept that and I'm sorry. But trust me, I know this seems like a really big ordeal. But once we get over it, we're gonna look back and think, man, that was kind of funny. I mean, when you get to know my dad, he can be pretty cool. It just takes a long time to get over his barriers.
Yeah, I don't know. Just how cool is a guy that has to go to this extent to investigate me? I mean, what exactly does he know about me now?
Well, nothing too serious. I think just a lot of basic things like where you go to school and what you do for work. He knows that you've taken French. He knows the type of grades you got for it.
Okay, and I'm assuming the fact that you're bringing this up means it's important?
Well, he found it very peculiar that you studied French. He thought there was a link between that and you talking with me. Let's just say that he wasn't too impressed when he saw your grades for it.
Come on, are you serious right now? He looked at my grades for French? Could he not have looked at anything else?
He did. And that's why he feels so insulted. It seems from your grades that you got really high marks for things that weren't French. Anything from math to science to English. The grades were incredibly high. Some of them even got top of the class. The only class that you failed was French, and he's very curious as to why that is.
Okay, well, you know about this, right? French was the one class where I thought I didn't need to use the skills in it. It was a low priority class, and I had to invest myself in other subjects. During the French class, I was focusing on my computer skills. The teacher thought I was looking up new French words, but I was actually trying to learn about programming. I know from an outsider's perspective it looks pretty bad, but you have to understand. I needed some time to invest in the skills necessary to do what I'm doing right now, right? I can't be the perfect human after all.
Okay, I understand that. But I'm not sure if that little explanation is going to fly with him. I think he's going to look at you like you're some bad student, or maybe that you hate French culture or something.
Hey, come on, that is just total nonsense right there. That is not the case at all. It's just a matter of priorities. I mean, if I wanted to learn French, I could definitely do it. You and I both know that I'm not a stupid person. It just depends on where I apply myself. Unfortunately, I don't have the resources to apply myself to learn a second language. That type of thing takes a lot of time.
Are you sure about that, though? I mean, are you going to be able to record at least a couple of phrases in French today? I'm pretty sure it's going to put you on the test for that.
You have got to be kidding me right now. So that's the way he's gonna judge my character? Ugh, that is so unfair. How come he can't judge me based on other things? Does he expect every boy that dates you to learn French or something?
Look, I know it seems absurd, but just the fact that you learned French is really a downside in this situation.
I don't know, Jane. The more I have to talk about this, the more I feel like this isn't going to work out.
Okay, well, look, come on. Just let's get today over and done with and just hope for the best. Maybe we're overthinking this. Maybe it's fine that you're really horrible at French.
What are you talking about me being really horrible? That's a little bit mean, don't you think? I think you said that I had pretty good pronunciation the day we met.
You didn't actually think I was serious, did you? You should have seen the way you were looking at me that day. I thought if I annoyed you with you in the littlest bit, you might lash out on me.
What? Are you kidding me right now? Is that honestly the impression that you got?
Well, look, I know that you're different, but I have to be on my guard. I mean, you're just the guy that came out of nowhere and started talking to me.
I have to say, Jane, I'm a little bit insulted. I didn't know that you were thinking about me that way. That kind of hurts, you know?
Yeah, well, maybe you should get better at French, and then I would have eased up a little bit for you.
There you go again. You really want me to learn this language, don't you? Alright, look, I'll get today over and done with, and then I'll think about taking some lessons. We got a little bit of money left over, and I can spare about an hour a day in learning it. Let's see how everything goes.
How did today go, American boy, huh? What did you think of our great family? We're quite an interesting bunch of people, aren't we? I bet you were sitting there in confusion trying to understand what was going on. You didn't realize that my sister comes from a French family, right? Didn't you think it would be a good idea to learn French?
I'm guessing that this is one of the brothers? Which one are you?
This is Francis.
Oh, I see. The big stupid one on the very end. I had a feeling one of you would contact me, but I didn't think it would be you.
You better watch your mouth. You insult me, you insult my brothers. Do you want us to come crashing down onto you?
I'm not scared of you or your brothers. I don't care how big you guys are. You try and do something to me and I'll contact the law.
Oh, wow, you're so scary, aren't you? I bet my sister absolutely loves having you as a boyfriend. Wait, what am I saying right now? She's actually intending for you to be a husband. I wonder if she's okay with that. Did you brainwash her into something like this? The Jane that I know would never make such a stupid decision.
Well, that just goes to show that you don't really know Jane after all. I will be marrying her, and she's gonna be happy with me. In fact, she was the one that proposed it. You can sit there and get all upset about it as much as you want. It doesn't bother me. I don't even know why you care about this in the first place. Like, this is your sister. Don't you have your own life to live? Why don't you get yourself a girlfriend? That way you can stop thinking about your sister all the time. She's not some little girl that needs to be protected by you. She's a grown woman that's capable of making her own decisions. When will you and that pig-headed father of yours understand that?
Don't you dare talk about my father that way. How dare you disrespect him?
I'll talk about him whatever way I want. Did you see the way that man behaved today? The way he looked at me? This was meant to be a friendly time for us to get to know each other. He didn't say anything rude to me because his daughter was there. But you can see things in the way he acts. You saw him there trying to serve my food, the way he violently scooped up the food and placed it on my plate. He treated me like it was food that he was giving to a dog. I don't need that. But there's also the way that he talks to me. I mean, I see the way that he gives me those facial expressions as he's talking in French. Don't try and lie and say that he's not insulting me.
Well, maybe you should have tried harder in school to get better at French. That's on you. I don't feel sorry for your confusion right now.
Even though I've done nothing wrong, that man doesn't respect me. So I'm not going to be returning any respect to him.
You just don't know how this game works, do you? Do you think that you just have respect after doing nothing for it? You have to earn that type of thing. We're not the type of people that just give it out freely. We're very prideful. Every one of us has worked hard to be in the position that they're in.
Have you guys really worked hard though? From the way I see it, none of you have started from the bottom. You haven't started from square zero and had to build anything. You're just riding off your father's coattails.
How dare you say that about my family? Just because this is our dad's business doesn't mean that we didn't work hard for it anyway. I'm not like my brothers, am I? Didn't you notice there was something different about me?
Maybe I did. I think you have a smaller brain than your brothers. Smaller and dumber. The most uninspiring out of all of you.
You really think you are funny, don't you? I bet my sister loves listening to you and your stupid jokes. But let me tell you one thing, funny man. Your little jokes aren't going to fly with me. 1 minute I'll be laughing at whatever ludicrous thing you've said to me, and then you'll be passed out on the floor. Anyway, the thing that is different about me and my brothers should be obvious to you. All of us are prideful people. We work hard. We compete with each other to see who can be the best mechanic. Not only that, we compete in other areas as well. It doesn't matter if it's sport, working out, or making money. We always try to outdo each other.
Isn't that amazing? Well, good for you guys. What do you want me to do? Sit here and give you guys a clap? By the way, from my perspective, you're losing that competition.
Get over yourself. I'm telling you this for a reason. I'm different from my brothers in one way. I am a lot tinier than them. I do not do the type of things that they do. Sure, I can work my way around the car, but it's not the thing I'm chasing after. I can also spend a bit more time in the gym, but it's not for me. What I'm after is more of a legacy. Something off the beaten path. Something different from my brothers.
Okay, and I wonder what that's gonna be. It can't be anything academic. I'm assuming you're just gonna become the first homeless that comes from your father's family? He's gonna be so happy with that. I fully support your decision. Maybe if he has a son that's so drastically worse than me, he'll start giving me a little bit more respect.
How about you just keep your mouth shut before I start keeping it shut for you? The thing I want to do that is different from my brothers is get into business. Get into some big corporation. I think one of us needs to do it. Someone needs to have that type of experience. It might be beneficial at some point.
Well, that is quite off the beaten path, isn't it? Your brothers are doing this hard labor right now, using the skills and knowledge that their father has given them. You're gonna have to go a bit more onto the educational side if you want to do something like that.
Exactly. So here I am in university. I am studying business so that I eventually can start working. With my skill set, I should be able to work for some sort of international company, hopefully one that has a connection to France. I'll be able to utilize my ability to speak French, also my accumulated knowledge in business. It is much better than that stupid, miserable job that you do.
I'm sorry? What did you say right now? Did you just call my occupation stupid?
Sure, it is. I just don't understand it. Have you seen my sister? She can have any man in the world. I fully believe that she is a wonderful girl. She's got everything. She has an amazing personality and a face that you can wake up to in the morning.
Well, sounds like someone's a little bit in love with their sister, doesn't it?
Shut up. I am just stating this as a pure fact. There's no emotion involved in what I'm saying. I've seen so many men go up to her. Powerful men, beautiful men. These are people that are actually fantastic candidates for her. But here's the thing, I didn't even need to turn them down. She did that herself. She didn't find anything that she was interested in with them. Then some geek comes along that taps on his computer all day. What the hell is so intriguing about that? What is it about you that makes my sister so attracted to you? It plays on my mind all the time. I just have to know.
Well, I don't know who your sister has met in the past. From what I gather, there were a bunch of jerks, and there was nothing interesting about them. They were kind of like you and your brothers, actually. They were all just muscle and nothing on the inside. Maybe you should understand that girls like something a little bit more than what you just look like on the exterior. I, for one, found a way to make Jane laugh. She liked the way I talked.
I don't need advice from someone like you, computer geek. The only thing you know how to do is to make sure my Internet Explorer runs properly. That's it. That's all you're good for. What about me? What about my brothers? Take a look at what they're doing. They're mechanics. If they weren't there, how are people going to drive in their cars? Because me and my brothers exist, we're able to put everyone on the roads. We make sure they get to work, make sure they can live out their daily lives. That's a job that contributes to society.
What are you trying to say right now? You're actually trying to assert that what I do isn't important? That it's not helping people? I create the programs that people can use on their laptops. Anything that your father uses to calculate the sales in his business or to write documents is all because of people like me. That is not to say that I'm any better than you, but to say that I do nothing is pretty absurd, don't you think?
Who gives a damn at the end of the day? You're trying to say that you make programs that help people use their laptops a little bit more? All you're doing is making a society of keyboard clickers.
I'm sorry? What did you say?
Yeah, you heard me. All they do is just click on their little keyboard all the time. Tap, 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 tap. It is absolutely disgusting to see. Why don't people just get out there for once? Go to the gym or something.
Well, I don't know. Maybe because 90% of work these days are based on how to use a computer?
Well, if you ask me, people should be doing things the good old-fashioned way. Who knows what's going to happen after they sit there staring at those screens for the rest of their life?
I am absolutely speechless right now. I don't even know what to say to that.
Well, that doesn't surprise me after a day of being speechless. It makes sense that you don't understand what I'm saying right now either.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean that your French is so bad that it makes me want to cry. I mean, you can't even say the most basic phrases. Shouldn't you be embarrassed with yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't know why I should at the end of the day. French isn't my main language, is it? If I was horrible in English, I'd feel a little bit ashamed of myself. But the fact that I can't speak a second language is not a big deal to me.
Yeah, well, you should think it's a big deal because let's face it, you have intentions of marrying my sister, don't you?
Of course I do.
Well, if that's the case, you better hit the books. From this point on, it's only going to be French houses, French friends, French food, French parties. Your whole life is going to revolve around being French. Don't you realize how important it is for you to know how to speak French?
Look, I get that. I totally do. I'm sure she has some more relatives that don't speak English. I'm not going to be able to get along with them unless I can speak their language. In the meantime, you and your father can speak English. Your brothers can also speak English. I thought it was extremely rude that none of you were speaking English today. How am I going to participate in a conversation if I don't understand what's going on?
Well, hey, maybe we didn't want you to participate in the conversation.
If that's the case, why the hell did you guys bring me out here? This was just a really stupid waste of time. Anyway, you know what? Fine, I get that you have a problem with me not being good at French. Your father also gave me an earful of it. He thinks that I'm some sort of French hater, even though I just prioritize my time onto something else. I'll appease you people. I'll learn the language you so ever want me to learn. But I want you all to just know this. I better get some level of respect from you. To learn a second language isn't easy, and I'm going really out of my way here. If this isn't a sign of me wanting to get along with my new family, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, whatever, little man. Just keep talking yourself up. There's no way someone as stupid as you is going to be able to learn French. Don't you realize how hard this language is? You have to be a well-refined and classy individual to speak a language like French. That is what we are. We're not like you slob Americans that eat hamburgers all day. Don't think that you'll be able to pick up this language just like that. You are going to have a hard time.
We'll see about that. Me and you are gonna have a talk soon, and it's gonna be in French. Elliot, what are you doing right now? I need you to message me. Something terrible has happened.
My daughter is nowhere to be seen.
She hasn't come home yet. I can't get through to her. Do you have any idea where she is right now? I wonder if something happened to her when she was coming home from work.
You took your time getting through to me. Do you care about my daughter at all? What if something happened to her? It would already be too late. That's another test of mine that you have failed. I wonder how long it's going to take until my daughter finally decides to divorce you.
You still haven't gotten it through to your head, Elliot, have you? Your daughter loves me. I am the man for her. She's made her decision. But look, this isn't a time to argue. We need to find out where she is. She hasn't come home all night. I'm thinking about putting out a missing persons warrant. I am so worried about her.
Stop getting all worked up, hamburger boy.
Hamburger boy?
Yeah, because you're American, right? You just love stuffing your face full of those huge hamburgers. Anyway, my daughter is going on vacation with me. We're all heading to France. We're gonna have a hell of a time.
Are you kidding me right now? How come no one told me about this? How come she didn't tell me about this?
Well, this is kind of something that we just sprung on her out of nowhere. You see, it's the weekend. It's a long weekend. We've got a couple of days to spend here in France. We told her to cancel whatever plan she had for the weekend to just come with us. Get in touch with her original culture. Remember what her people are like.
Okay, fine, but how does she feel about this? I mean, I'm not even there. Why didn't you guys invite me?
Well, why should we invite you? This is France that we're going to. You can't even speak our language.
That's not true. You all know that I'm studying, don't you?
For nothing, though. You may as well squint at a rock and tell me how many little microcells you can see. There's a better chance of you doing that than being able to speak our language. My sons and I have already made an assessment of you. You're just not capable of doing something like this. Why don't you just give up and go back to staring at your computer screen?
I can't believe you guys would do something like this. What does Jane have to say about this? Surely she can't agree with what's going on?
Well, we all knew that she wouldn't come along unless she knew you were there. We told her that you were the one that arranged everything. You're in France right now, waiting for us to arrive.
What are you gonna do when she gets there and realizes that I'm not there? Did you think about that?
Of course, she's going to find out the truth when we get there. But let's face it, she's already going to be too excited to have fun that she's not going to care about it at all.
You think you're so smart, don't you? You honestly have no intention of making me part of this family.
Haven't I been clear about that already? Of course I'm not. I'm hoping that she can actually find a very good man here in France. Someone that can actually speak her language. She might not say anything, but I can tell you now. She's probably very embarrassed to have to eat dinner with a man that just greases up his face with hamburgers.
What are you talking about? I don't even eat that food. How about you just get to know me before you make these stupid assumptions?
Hey, look, I'm a very busy man. You know how busy I am with my shops, don't you? We've got cars coming in every day. I don't have time to waste on a lost cause.
You know what? Speaking of which, I need to talk to you about that car. I got one of your sons to do it. But are you sure that this thing is okay? The car makes these weird noises all the time, and I can hear something rattling like something's gonna break off. I think you guys need to check that thing again.
Well, you really got some nerve. If you actually think you can insult me by telling me to do the job a second time, that's not who we are. We are French. We do this to perfection. I have my reputation on the line. There is no way I'm going to do a second job twice. As far as I know, this is some ploy for you to insult my family. You actually want to say that one of my sons did a bad job? Well, they've learned from the best. There's no one that knows their way around the car like me. I have full confidence that they've done a proper job and you're just being spiteful right now.
Look, that is not the case at all. I just want to drive around in a car that I feel safe in. Honestly, I've driven it home once and I haven't driven it since. Whatever you've done to the car is scaring the hell out of me. I feel safer trying to cross a highway on foot.
You insolent little man. You know what? I'm not going to give you the time to continue disrespecting me. Our flight is going to be taking off soon. Oh, and would you look at that? My daughter is coming to us with the coffees. She looks so excited for this trip. Who knows? Maybe we can go to France and she will stay there. She won't ever come back to you.
Oh, shut your mouth, Elliot. You really have no intentions of being close with me. Well, fine. We can play that game if you want. Hey, Harry. I know we've already finished the lesson, and I'm messaging you outside of hours. I just wanted to say a couple of things. Your progress has been astounding. I've never met someone who could learn the language this fast. I mean, usually people take time to adjust to the new sounds. Their throat needs to operate in a certain way, and their tongue needs to move in a certain way. You've managed to master that type of thing from the onset. I'm telling you right now, you are one of the best students I've ever had. What's your secret? You can't possibly tell me that this is your first time learning? Well, looks like you caught me out. Not that I was trying to hide it or anything. I've actually learned a lot of French when I was in high school. I wasn't paying attention to the class though. I had to focus on my IT skills, something that I was very passionate about, as you already know. The fact that you weren't too enthusiastic about the class is kind of weird. If you didn't want to do it back then, what's made you want to do it now? Let's just say that I'm in a very special circumstance with my family at the moment. There's a woman that I love with all my heart. I can't imagine myself being with anyone else but her. The only problem is that her family has an irrational hatred for me. I figured if I learned some French, they might be able to respect me a lot more, but it hasn't turned out that way. Well, I'm sorry to hear that something like that is happening. I don't know what they could possibly hate about you. You know what? It's not even worth me going into. If you knew that learning French wasn't going to impress them, then why did you keep doing it? I mean, to get to your level requires a very high level of study. Be honest with me. You've been putting in a lot of effort outside of the class, haven't you? I sure have. In every little spare time I have, I'm trying to absorb as much French as I can. I'm watching TV, listening to podcasts, reading as much as I can. I'm not sure how well I do on the speaking front, but if it's just in terms of comprehension, I'd say I'm pretty proficient at it. Well, hey, look, I'm speaking to you every week. I can tell you now that there's not much difference between your accent and a French one. It sounds like you've been living in France your whole life. Well, thank you for telling me your secret. I guess I can tell my students to absorb as much material as they can. That way, they can become a native in a matter of months like you. Hey, look, I'm not saying it's gonna be that easy. I mean, I'm a bit of a special character. My ability to absorb information is quite high, even if I say so myself. The only reason that I had bad French grades was that I didn't concentrate my efforts into it. You sound like a really capable individual, Harry. I like that, I really do. Listen, I don't know how you're gonna take this, but there's this company that is in dire need of IT workers. The problem is that most of the people that work there are French. You need to have a high level of French to know how to work in that environment. What do you think? Are you interested? Are you looking for a job at the moment? Currently I'm already employed, but I was just thinking about quitting. I actually want to open up my own IT company. I see. Well, look, you're the type of person that I don't think we can just pass on that quickly. We're going to offer you a competitive rate, and you can also choose the hours that you want. We'll have it so that the time is flexible. We'll give you enough time to work on your own company. Wow, really? You want me to go that far just to employ me? Am I really worth it?
I'm 100% sure that this is what we want to do. So, what do you say, Harry? Can I look forward to you and I working together in the future? Alright, you and I have to talk about this. What the hell was that all about? Don't think I don't know that you've had a hand in what happened today. Just what in the hell were you doing at that company?
I'd like to ask you the same thing, Francis. I wasn't expecting to see you there of all the places.
What are you talking about right now? You know exactly why I was there. I've been talking about how I've been trying again to join a corporation related to France, right? Seems pretty convenient that I see you there. So I want you to spit it out already. What did you do today? I know you must have sabotaged me in some way.
Keep barking, Francis. I know that no matter what I tell you, you're not gonna believe me anyway. You and your family have had it out for me since day one. None of you listen to what I have to say. There is no point in me trying to defend myself.
Look, I've had enough of you being all sentimental. I want an answer from you. Did you know that I failed that interview today? There is no way that should have happened. I've come to this point with flying colors. There's no way they could just close the door on me at the very last second. Why would they do something like that?
Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. For someone of your background, you should get this job straight away, shouldn't you? You must have done something really bad to have failed something like this. Or, you know what? Maybe they've realized just how stupid you are in the first place. I think that's a better explanation for everything that's going on.
Why don't you just shut your damn mouth? Who are you to talk about me being stupid? Don't you realize that this place requires you to know French? How would someone like you get into a place like this anyway?
You really do underestimate me, don't you? You and your family. You guys think that I didn't pass French because I was stupid or something, but that is not the case at all. I just couldn't care to put my efforts into it. When I do put my efforts into it, however, you'd be surprised at how far I've come.
What are you trying to tell me right now? That you've managed to get your French so good that you could work in a company like this? That's impossible. It's only been a couple of months since you and I have talked. I remember how bad you were on that day.
Yeah, well, looking back in retrospect, I have to agree with you there. I was quite terrible, wasn't I? Then again, it doesn't compare to how I am now. I haven't had one situation where I've had difficulty trying to communicate with French people. In fact, I've only been in this company for a couple of weeks now, and me and the staff get along just fine. A lot of them are trying to invite me to dinners and whatnot, but I just don't have the time for them. It's good to know that they consider me on friendly terms, though.
This is just insane. You're telling me right now that they would rather employ you over me? They want some computer geek instead of a natural native French person? Are these people stupid or something? Maybe it's a good thing that I didn't work here anyway.
I don't know, Francis. Maybe that should tell you something. You're probably lacking in some quality that they need at the moment. Oh, and you mentioned that I was some sort of computer geek. Well, let me just tell you, it's the biggest job in demand at the moment. People will do whatever they can to get their hands on a skilled professional. And for a company like this, a guy like me that can speak French fluently is pretty much perfect.
Just shut up. I'm not going to believe that you can speak French. You're just some fat American. You can't get the grease out of your throat to speak a language like this.
Are you sure about that one, Francis? Are you telling me that you didn't see me chatting with one of my colleagues when you saw me at that company? You sure missed a very good moment. Everyone is in a very good mood today. They're all giving me high fives.
Look at you getting a big head just because you have some French friends. It doesn't mean that your French is any good. This is just unbelievable. Why would they employ you over me?
Well, that is a very good question. I'm curious about that one as well. Didn't they give you a reason for why you failed that interview?
They said that they took a look at my test score for French, and they said it was way too low to work at this company. Isn't that the stupidest thing you have ever heard? How could my French score be low? I am a native French speaker. I've been speaking this language my whole life.
This is quite perplexing, isn't it?
I'm curious about it myself, but come to think of it, it makes sense, doesn't it? They're not measuring speaking ability on that test. It was all written and writing ability. Can you say that you're a strong writer of French? Well, of course not. We moved to America when we were young, didn't we? We've all done our writing in English. I barely read French. I see. I think I see what's going on here. No wonder they failed you. You must have the reading ability of an elementary school student. What did you just call me? I'm calling you stupid, Francis. That's what I'm calling you. How dare you? I'm not going to stand for this. I'm not stupid. I can read French. I know exactly what happened here. You saw that I was in that company. You knew about this. You must have switched our papers or something. You knew my French score would have been high, so you switched it with yours to make yourself look good. Look, you flatter me, Francis. For me to do something like that would mean that I'm very good friends with everyone, and I'd be able to get my hands on that. I will say that I'm a very amicable person, but I wouldn't be able to get along with people that quickly here. I will take that as a compliment, though. Anyway, you know what? I don't really have time to speak with you. I've got stuff to do. I'm going on a trip. What the hell? What does that mean to me? What do you mean you're going on a trip? It's halfway through the day. You're working there, aren't you? Your shift should finish at 5. Well, fortunately for me, I'm not working under normal circumstances. These people are grateful whenever I can come in. I really only come in about 4 hours this week, but they still really like it when I'm here and I do the work that I can. I don't understand this at all. Why would they put so much emphasis on you? You're not that special. What do you have that I don't? Well, you should have gotten to know me. Too bad you're not going to get a chance in the army anymore. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not just going on a trip to France. We're actually going to move there. What did you just say? Yep, me and your sister Jane. We figured that we both know French now, so why not do something different? Not only that, but this company has also provided support for us. They figured that we can get more work done that's valuable to the company back in France. Are you kidding me? How could you do that? She hasn't even said goodbye to me. Does my father know about this? Well, here's the thing. After that little stunt that you and your father pulled last time, she doesn't want anything to do with you guys. I've been telling her constantly about the experience that I've had with you. Your father banging on our door, trying to get violent with me, relieving himself on my doorstep, talking badly about me in French at that dinner. Not only that, but the fact that he tried to sabotage the car, which would end up getting me killed. She's reached the point where she finally understands where I am coming from. She doesn't want anything to do with you people anymore. She has a new family now. Are you kidding me right now? You're trying to tell me that my sister is actually leaving me? She can't do that. Does she know what she's getting herself into? Does she even know what's going to happen to her if she keeps hanging around with this American? You really have a lot of pride for your own country, don't you? Let me remind you of something. Your sister is half American. Same as you. Your mother is American, isn't she? Don't you feel ashamed of yourself, putting down your own country that much? I'm sure she wouldn't like to hear what you're saying. How about you just shut up? I'm never going to associate myself with you. I'm so embarrassed about my heritage. I wish I was just French. I hate being associated with one of you stupid people. Well, that's not my problem, Francis. It's not my fault. You have an inferiority complex. Anyway, I'm gonna be going now. We have a lot of things to pack. This is very exciting. It's my first time in France. I wonder if people are still gonna think that I'm a tourist when I have this level of French ability. Francis was too stubborn to actually try and improve his French ability. He thought that because he was a native speaker and had been speaking it his whole life, that it should be enough. He didn't want to degrade himself by actually learning how to read and write because of that. As a result, he didn't get into any of the corporations he wanted. He was left unemployed and had to work in the garage shack. Unfortunately, he couldn't do that either. The car that his brothers had serviced for me wasn't intentionally tampered with. This is actually a systematic error that they've been making often. This little systematic error has led to the death of a couple of people on the road. The coincidence was just too obvious that the law had no choice but to shut down Elliot's business.
He and all of his sons are now left unemployed. Not only that, but their reputation is tarnished. The chances that they'll be able to open up another garage are quite low. In addition to that, they've always had a poor attitude towards anyone who isn't French. So, no matter what interview they go to, they haven't had much success in finding employment. I'm very curious as to what's going to happen to them down the road. There are a lot of family members there, and each one of them is very big. You can tell that they need a lot to fill their bellies. It's only a matter of time before they end up on the streets. They don't have the money to keep paying for their weekly expenses. As for me and Jane, our relationship has only blossomed more. After she came back from that trip with her family, she and I had a discussion. I was actually intending to cancel the wedding because I didn't know if I could put up with her family for the rest of my life. It was at that point where she told me that she was pregnant. She had a child on the way. I had no choice but to stick with her because of that. She made the decision to cut off her family instead. She wanted to prioritize the new family that was about to come into existence. I couldn't be any more happier for the fact that we made that decision. Now we're living in France and hoping to start an amazing journey here. With the flexibility I have and the amount of money I get from the job at the French company, I should be able to start my company in no time. I guess I should thank Jane's family for pushing me to learn French again. It really has led to a great opportunity.